Femi stared at his phone for the third time that night, confused by the message glowing on his screen. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you remember what tomorrow means. He frowned. He hadn't given anyone his number recently, and he definitely wasn't expecting a Valentine message. Still, curiosity made him type back. Hi, I think you have the wrong number. 3 dots appeared almost immediately. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Femi smiled a little. It's okay, happened. A minute passed. Then another message came. Since I already embarrassed myself, how was your day, wrong number? Femi chuckled softly. It had been a long, stressful day at his small electronics repair shop, and this random conversation felt strangely refreshing. Honestly, tiring. How about you? That was how it started. The stranger introduced herself as Becky. She had meant to text someone named Kunle, but typed one wrong digit. What should have been a 1-minute mistake turned into a 2-hour conversation. They talked about everything: favorite foods, annoying customers, music, childhood memories, and why Becky disliked Valentine's Day. It always feels forced, she texted, like people are pretending to be romantic because the calendar says so. Femi replied, I've never really celebrated it before, so I wouldn't know. Really? Never? Never. Well, Becky wrote, congratulations, you're celebrating it now by talking to a stranger. Femi laughed out loud. The next day, Becky sent a message again. Good morning, wrong number. Femi replied almost instantly. Good morning, Becky. And just like that, it became a routine. They talked every day. Morning greetings, random jokes, late-night conversations about dreams and fears. Somehow, it felt easier to be honest with someone who didn't know you in real life. Femi found himself looking forward to Becky's messages more than anything else in his day. Becky always knew what to say when he felt tired or discouraged. She told him he was hardworking. She said he sounded kind. She believed in him in a way that surprised him. And Femi made Becky laugh. Something she said rarely happened anymore. After 3 weeks, Becky texted, I think it's weird we haven't seen each other. Femi stared at the message for a long time. He felt the same way, but also nervous. What if meeting changed everything? He replied, what if we meet and it becomes awkward? Becky responded, what if it doesn't? He hesitated. Then he typed, okay, let's meet. They chose a small cafe halfway between their neighborhoods, Saturday afternoon. Femi arrived early, too early. He ordered a drink he barely touched and checked his phone every few seconds. His heart beat faster each time the cafe door opened. Then his phone buzzed. I'm here, Becky texted. Femi looked up. Across the cafe, a girl in a yellow dress stood near the entrance, scanning the room nervously while holding her phone. Their eyes met. Both of them smiled instantly, the kind of smile that comes from recognition without ever meeting before. Becky walked over. Femi? Becky? They both laughed, the tension disappearing in seconds. You look exactly how I imagined, Becky said. Is that good or bad? Femi asked. Good. Conversation flowed easily, just like on the phone. It didn't feel like meeting a stranger. It felt like seeing an old friend again. They talked for hours about Becky's job at a bookstore, about Femi's dream to expand his repair shop, and about how strange it was that one wrong number created all of this. Imagine if I typed the correct number, Becky said quietly. Femi smiled. Then I would have missed you. Becky looked down, shy but happy. As evening approached, Becky said, I should go. Femi nodded, but neither of them stood up immediately. I'm glad you sent that wrong message, he said. Me too, Becky replied. They walked outside together. There was a brief, quiet moment before Becky left. Same time next week? Femi asked. Becky smiled. Definitely. That night, Femi received a new message, not from a wrong number, from Becky. Happy Valentine's Day again. Femi smiled at his phone before replying. Best wrong number ever. And this time, it wasn't an accident.
I was sitting alone in my room that night, phone lighting up in the quiet light. A message meant for someone else, but it found its way to me. I almost didn't reply at all, just another mistake, nothing more. But something in those simple words made it hard to ignore. One small moment, one hello. We never really know where chances go. It was the wrong number at the right time. A simple mistake that changed my life. One conversation turned into a spark. Now your name is written on my heart. Who would have known love would start? A wrong number, but the right heart. Morning messages, late night lives, talking about the future and the past. You were a stranger on my phone. Now you feel like home.